we hopefully you guys have a copy of the agenda. If you want to look at that and see if anybody wants to make a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Okay, moved by Joel.
I'll second that.
Anyone want a second? Okay, second by Todd. Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so moved. And then Brittany was once gracious enough again to do the minutes for us at our last meeting and some of the discussion about our project proposal stuff. Hopefully you got that in your packet as well. You may have had a chance to look at the minutes and have any edits. If there are none, would anybody like to move to approve those minutes? I think the dog did.
Sorry. I'll keep it on mute a lot.
That's fine. Joel or Todd, do you want to make a motion to approve the minutes?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve those minutes. Sorry.
I'll second.
Perfect. Okay, everyone in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay. Passed to approve the minutes. And then what brings us all here is to look at the project proposals. Oh, it looks like Chris is going to join us. Hello, Chris.
How's it going?
Good, good. We went and got started because we had a quorum, but I'm glad you joined us. So looking at the project proposals, I had made the changes that we had discussed at our September 28th meeting, or at least the way I saw that I thought they should have been. Did anybody have any additional edits or concerns? I know Cam, you sent some additional language that could have been included in the one. Was there anything else anybody else saw? And if you want, you have your comment there, Cam, or should I try and read it?
If I'm remembering correctly, I just suggested that you might consider that the O'Neill PPA, the proposed action, says that in addition to mowing on that Meadow Creek restoration or Meadow Creek project, that we could also plant fire resistant vegetation, or I think it was disking was the other one. Not that we would necessarily want to do that, but it does allow for it.
Okay. And that's it. I still am a little bit confused about how much detail we need to provide in those proposals. You know, if it's something that the Oversight Committee comes back with questions and we provide more, or I think at this point, it's just to get across what's being proposed and what the actions would be to make sure it happens. And then obviously, as you go into implementation, there will be a lot more involved. Anybody have anything else on any of the others?
I did not, Carrie. It looked like we included everything that I had notes on. So
Great. Well, good. Okay. Well, if there's no other changes and you guys are comfortable, if anybody wants to make a motion to approve, we can do that, or we can discuss edits if necessary.
I guess the only discussion I would have, Carrie, is if we should include that language that Cam recommended for the Meadow Creek project.
I certainly can add that. Would the group like to do that? Just a little bit more explanation of the types of treatment that we could do.
Yeah, I think that would be wise. It just gives us some more options, I suppose, as we move forward, just in case we decide to go a different route. But
Okay, so Cam, just to clarify, that was planting additional vegetation or disking, right?
Yeah, I think the specific language was something along the lines of planting appropriate fire-resistant vegetation. And then
Fire-resistant vegetation. Okay.
right.
And that was as outlined in the PPAEA that is coming.
Correct. And who knows what the final product would potentially be. It might be a combination of one or two or all three of those.
Okay. Did everyone kind of get what the additional language would be? I don't know if we wanted to approve, if we need to approve with that specific language.
sorry, could you say that again, Carrie? You kind of froze up for me.
Oh, sorry. I was just making sure you guys caught that specific language because I'm not sure if you want to make a motion to approve, if you want to add that language.
Yeah, I think we're ready to make a motion with that added language. We would approve these.
Okay.
Okay, I'll attempt a motion here. Then I'll make a motion that we approve all the proposed projects presented today with the additional language on the Meadow Creek restoration to include the fire resistant vegetation and I believe additional possible disking as written out in the PPA EA as discussed tonight.
I would second that
We have a
motion.
motion. Do we have a second? Okay, seconded by Chris. And all those in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. It looks like it passes. So we will get those. I think those are due on the 21st. So I'll make sure as soon as I get off, I get those incorporated and submitted to the Oversight Committee. I believe they're meeting on the 26th, if I'm correct there, Tom.
Hey, Carrie, because that was an action item, I want to kind of rewind a little bit. We have one person in the attendees column here, so we need to probably provide for public comment.
Yeah, that'll be next on the agenda.
Now, well, since that was an action item right there, we should provide public comment for that action item.
Did we have to do that for all the other action items of approval of agenda and all that? Should we have?
No, not for approval of agenda or minutes, but for that last one you did. Unless
Okay,
I may have completely spaced out. What was the action item you just voted on?
just the project proposals.
Yeah, so we need to provide for public comment on project proposals before that vote goes through. I see we have someone in the public out there. So let's do that for like
Yeah, okay.
about 1 minute. And if someone in the attendees there, public, wants to provide public comment, raise their virtual hand. And I see that they're doing that now.
Okay, will that be written?
Mr. Cooney, do you have public comment you'd like to provide?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right, I want to congratulate your team and on getting to this particular point. I think you've done an excellent job following up with the suggestion that Cam had. I also agree with the added language. So thank all of you again, and let's get this process moving. Thank you.
Thank you,
All
Jim.
right. Thank you, Jim. We
Appreciate it.
appreciate that.
And I believe that's the end of public comment.
Very good. Next thing would be any future subcommittee meetings. And I would suggest at this point, we'll probably want to wait and just see how the Oversight Committee proceeds. I don't know if they would come back to the group with additional questions or prioritization or that. So we will follow that process and then hopefully reconvene the group when there's something to move forward on, whether it be looking for additional funding or if none of the projects get approved, maybe going back to the drawing board or something. I'm just not sure how things will go from here, but I think we probably just wait for additional direction from the Oversight Committee for our next meeting. Before we convene, is there anything else anybody else wanted to bring up?
Yeah, just that I would recommend maybe that we reconvene after that meeting, whether there's guidance that comes or not. I mean, I think it would be good for all of us if we can't attend that Oversight Committee meeting, just to kind of hear how the process went. And so that would be my only recommendation, is that we actually just reconvene regardless of whether there's direction given, just so we can kind of better understand this process as we move forward.
Sounds good. Yep, we'll wait to hear from them and then get back to you guys. All right, everybody, I appreciate the getting together on short notice and busy schedules. So thank you so much. We'll make sure these get submitted and hope to see you all again soon.
Thank you.
Ahead and adjourn at 5:12. All right. Thanks, everybody. Oh, we have somebody else in the attendees. Don't want to
we
ignore
should
that.
we should probably do a quick public comment for the last agenda item other than setting the next meeting. So let's do that real quick. If anybody in the public would like to provide public comment, please raise your virtual hand. All right, I don't see public comment, so we can wrap it up.
Do we need a
All
motion
right.
to?
Thanks again,
we-
everybody.
Do we need a motion to adjourn?
You can make a motion to adjourn if you would like.
But yeah, make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
I'll second.
All right, motion and second. Everybody would agree, say aye.
Aye.
Thanks, guys.
Aye. All right.
Thanks, everybody.
Okay, thank
Thank
you,
you, everybody.
everybody.
Have a good one.
Take care. All right.